Hi, I'm Allie, and on this channel, I talk about manifestation and self development. This video is going to be a part of a series that I'm starting, which is going to be called the Bible Manifestation Series. I'm going to be picking a verse or a passage, and we just talk about it and how it relates to manifestation. I grew up being a Christian, but I no longer believe in the religious interpretations of the text. I now read the Bible to learn more about manifestation because I believe it can be used as a guide. Anyway, so today I'm going to be reading from Matthew 18, 1 through 4. So I'll go ahead and read. It says, "At that time, the disciples came to Jesus, saying, 'Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?' And calling to him a child, he put him in the midst of them and said, 'Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven.'" So I believe this passage is talking about the power of childlike belief. The disciples are asking Jesus, who's the greatest? And they're thinking in terms of status, achievement. But Jesus flips the script completely and he brings in a child and basically says, if you want to access the kingdom, you're going to have to become like this. Now, religiously, this is often interpreted differently as humility or purity, but if we look at it through the lens of manifestation, this is gold because when you think about how children operate, they believe without resistance and they imagine, they dream, they ask for what they want without worrying about how or whether they deserve it. They don't overanalyze or talk themselves out of things. A child will tell you that they're going to be an astronaut or a princess or fly over the moon, and they mean it. This is faith without resistance. This is pure desire unlocked. So, when Jesus says, unless you become like a child, I interpret that as unless you return to that innocent, trusting, open hearted state, you're not going to access the fullness of what's already yours. The things we desire are already created on a spiritual level. Our job is to just align with them. But when we're overthinking, doubting, trying to control everything, we're not in the kingdom. We're not in the flow. So, this passage reminds me that the most powerful manifestors are the ones who are soft, open, expectant, who aren't afraid to believe big and trust easily, just like a child would. So maybe today the question to ask is, where in my life have I made this too complicated? Where have I let doubt block the simplicity of belief? Because stepping into childlike faith isn't weakness, it's actually one of the strongest things that you can do, the strongest spiritual posture that you can take. It's the key that unlocks the door. Do you guys see this passage in the same way or do you see it differently? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation about this. Until next time, friends. Bye.